What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our very first time playing Songs of Six. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, I must say, as the usual of late, we are fixing up our settlement. I am going to go ahead and, just while I'm looking, kind of convert some of these roads just to like make it look a little bit nicer. Our money is back to looking good. Our population's up to 3,250, which is not bad. We just got this area done, which I'm kind of about it, honestly. I don't know how I feel about this little market area, but we did finally free up this territory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this small well over here, and I'm going to dismantle this one, because I would like to finally get, our laboratory moved. So if we do something like this... You do have like a max dimension. It could make it gigantic. I'm gonna just kind of go by 30 for now. And then I would like to shrink you to make you a little rounded. And then we're just gonna put a bunch of stations in. Let's leave room for doors. We don't need to leave room for doors over here, though. Get that going. Temperature has plunged into record lows. Let's get a door over here and a door over here. Get that down. And then we can finally go ahead and demolish this building. And then this whole area will kind of be completed. We do want to do something about this housing here. Probably just demolish the housing and add, like farm space. We're so close to having this grain going. Or it already is growing. Perfect. Once this gets finished, we'll go ahead and demolish this building. Over 50 people in our grain farms, you love to see it. Boosted production for our grain, which is desperately needed. You hold 50 scientists. You hold 90. My word. So we're gonna lose some innovation here, actually. Which I don't know if we can really afford. Could always build a second one. Let's get that down then. And then once this is finished, we'll go ahead and knock down this building. This is using a lot, like, this isn't the most efficient way to use the area, because we have a lot of gaps here. We have a 3 wide gap, when really we only need 1. So it's not super efficient spacing, but for the time being, we'll leave it. Makes it look nice. The dreaded swamp lung. Great. Just what we need. Clay is positive 30. I'm gonna have you guys use clay, and then I'm going to go ahead and dismantle this building. And we kind of got to decide what we want to do with this area. I think I'm just going to get you guys expanded now. You're not going to be able to fit, are you? That's as wide as you can go. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure something to do here. We could just make this a nice little, like, seating area. That did give us an additional 10 people in our lab. But now our workforce is going to diminish greatly because of this disease. I mean, honestly, I'm curious. We could fit stuff in here. And just kind of clean up this area a bit. But we have to figure out some buildings that we could put in here first. Could expand the farm, but then that doesn't line up very nicely with the market. Just cannibal buildings. Could do the ration maker in there. Or we do another warehouse. Could do another warehouse. I don't know if another warehouse is necessary. Do a graveyard. Could do a large bathroom. Could do another shrine. How's our access to shrines? It's 95. We have 16 homeless. Maybe we do a graveyard here. A good way to line this up. That makes you even. Accident occurred. Get that going. 2 giant trees on the corners. Do a bunch of flowers. It's not max respect, it's only 82. But I might do it anyways. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. And then I might end up getting rid of this graveyard to expand warehousing. Because we need to expand it up more anyways. Oh jeez. This guy bleeding out and just chilling on the bench? Guess he wants to go out peacefully. Wow, you guys got that done quick. Yeah, I don't mind this graveyard. I feel like that looks kind of nice. Question is how do they feel about it? That is going down. Let's turn off activity. Crazy that you guys have more of a problem with not having enough respect at the graveyard than just being thrown into a pit. That's crazy. So we're gonna have to clean up some of those graves. I don't want trade. Our opinion can decrease, that's fine. We want to eventually go to war with you. But I don't think we can worry about that anytime soon. And I really like how this looks. It's a shame that, this isn't maxed out on respect. Yeah, but no problems, just throwing bodies in the pits. That's alright with you guys. That's ridiculous. How's Clay doing? Still fine. Money's nearly up to 2.5. We've had to buy some bread. But selling those gems are really helping. Accident occurred. Our people are finally starting to get healthy again. Okay, where do we want to focus next? I need to bring in more people, don't we? I'm gonna bring you up to 3275. Probably just start dismantling this road. Kind of clear up some space. We can go ahead and dismantle this hospital now. Because we have this hospital back up. That frees up some more space. Ooh. This cut into our iron, our metal. So we might have to shrink this, actually. I didn't realize that until now. Okay, something to keep in mind. Getting a bunch of grain from here, which is amazing. You're still at 100% workload. I'm gonna give you 200 people. We do have to kind of decide what we want to do with this little space we were given. I think I'm just gonna make this full square. Do something like this. And I think I'm just gonna do a bunch of benches and decorations here. Do something like that. Get some trees. Get some flowers. Lighting looks pretty good in the area. Pretty happy with the lighting. Okay, we're going through winter. We still have a decent amount of grain. We don't need any more bakeries. That's for sure. Bread is doing fine as long as we have the grain. So now the next question is what more do we need? We probably need to get more breweries in. Can we upgrade these homes anymore? We can. Because I want to start getting rid of these homes. Now, what's our issues? Reaffirming the claims of the Talapis was something that came as a bit of a surprise to them. News of this quickly spread to their kin in other lands. Loyalty to Talapis, less to humans. Okay, that doesn't affect us at all. We need more access to bathhouses. So we need to figure out where we can put more bathhouses. I'd almost be tempted to put a bathhouse here. How are we doing on terms of furniture? We're actually negative net. I'm thinking maybe a bathhouse up here. Or maybe we just get a bathhouse down here. But we are having issues. Maybe if we keep decorating. Keep raising that flower tree status. This should help things a little bit. Put a group of flowers there. Flowers here. You could use a few more workers, it would seem. Your workload's maxed out. We're negative workers. Positive 154 wood. Can't afford to get rid of you, though. Suppose we could put a bathhouse down here. I just feel like that won't give access to a lot of people. But maybe it would. We'll try it. Something to fill this area out with. Maybe keep our people a little more happy and healthy. Do something like this. And then maybe we can get some benches on the side. And then we can go door here and door here. 39 bass. Foundation isn't the greatest, but 100% relaxation. Let's try to get that going, and then I'm gonna try and get you guys up to 3,300. I know we don't have any immigrants right now, but maybe that'll change with the building of this warehouse, or the bathhouse. Employ 50 people in our cotton farms. Okay, we can get a boost to that now. Not that we really need it. Wow, why'd our physician go down so bad? What the heck happened there? Our access plummeted. What happened? Because more people are trying to fend off diseases right now? Maybe? And now we've dropped below on the cotton farms. We are out of grain. Again. Hopefully we'll start harvesting some soon. We haven't bought bread in a long while. So we'll see if that changes. Can't really afford to get rid of more housing right now. Can't upgrade housing here. This is the new home we just got. Which then would allow us in turn to delete more housing over here. Population is continuing to go down. We don't have any immigrants. I'm assuming this is taking forever to get built because we don't have any odd jobbers at the moment. But also, we're probably not storing any of this stuff anywhere close. They probably got to travel a far way. I'm gonna add these roads as well. Make the corners a little more nice. Okay, now this just needs construction. We are full on grain. Let's add some more storage for that then. Can't really afford to drop anything here. Yeah, we need to expand this warehouse for sure. And now... let's delete these gravestones. Delete these paths. We go with that much. Do that instead. And then put the paths next to the graves. Puts us at 99. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, let's get rid of the paths by the graves then. And go flowers? Still 99. So we just can't have that many graves. So we'll do 3 instead. I'm gonna see what that looks like for now. Because I feel like we're missing some stuff. But it's kind of confusing to tell what's missing. So we want flowers there and flowers there. We want pathing here. And then we want flowers here. There we go. Okay. Now we can keep it looking nice. I mean, now we're gonna have a double wide path, but it is what it is. As long as it has 100% respect, we're happy. Happy campers. Now that's gonna use a bunch of coal. Access is sitting at around 40%. Somehow benches are still going down. But I'm hoping that that will help things for the time being. Now this has 52, where you only have 28. We can't dismantle you. Let's turn off activity then. And then we want to make sure that we dismantle this road so we know what area we're working with. Because we can expand this warehouse quite a bit. More food storage is wonderful. We have 0 houses available. Okie dokie. You guys aren't upgraded. Yeah, that drop in the physician really killed our health, which is not good. I don't really know why that happened. I suppose we could go back to this type of housing. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I wanted to get another brewery in here is what I wanted. But we're gonna struggle with housing. We could expand housing a little bit over in this area. Apartment in here. Probably squeeze an apartment in here. That'll do for now. We're getting full on metal. What are we not selling much of right now? What are we stocking this at? 2,700? Okay, let's start selling metal. We can keep, say, around 2,000. That should make us a decent amount of money. Dismantle all of this. Dismantle all of this. Once this graveyard clears out, we'll go ahead and dismantle that. Feel like we're looking good on bread. I'm gonna boop you guys down to 25%. And then I feel like we still need to keep this little warehouse. For the purpose of like stone and clay. I don't think we can afford to get rid of you. But I am tempted to go with another vegetable farm. These houses are finished. Let's make sure we get these all the way upgraded. Because then that should allow us to dismantle these houses. And then if we wanted to look at room copier, make you a brewery. Okay, so we need to like dismantle all of this stuff. Get rid of all that. Room copier. Plop you down. Make you even. And then we'll probably put houses on the other side of these. Environment's looking pretty good. We need to train more soldiers as well. Just don't have the available people for it. We don't... It's our health. Our health is taking a hit again as well. Which E is tough. A D is tough. What can we do about that? Access is up to 76% for the bathhouse. It's the physician. Physician killed us. So you know what? Why don't we put a super large physician here? Can't do that. We can do shelving all along here. Oops. And we'll see how many workbenches we can get before it starts to go down in quality. That many. But then we could do something like that. And then let's make sure we get our doors. Let's see how that helps things out. I'm tempted to get maybe more production down here. Like, this might be a good spot to wall off. I might start getting our walls up here. And start putting more production down this way. I definitely want to look at some better maps for our next run. Because I would have really liked to use the natural pathing of the main road. But because like moisture and soil wasn't super great down here and I wanted to be close to the river, I didn't end up building around this. Which maybe we still could have. I don't know how close the river needs to be, but we didn't really have any resources close by either. Like building up here gave us quick access to clay and stone. So I definitely want to see like a better just a better like initial plan for my city in the next run. I'm excited for that. Rather than trying to like build stuff and then reorganize everything like we're doing currently. But it's all a learning process. I'm going to do a gatehouse here. We're gonna do walls there. Mercy shown to Amevians. The trials for the main conspirators were held publicly and finished without incident. Reportedly, the opinions of the Amevias are split. Some think that the lenient response is a sign of weakness, but most seem to speak far more positively of your reign. Recent history is full of examples of what usually happens in cases like this. If they were ruled by most other despots, they would likely be dead by now. While the loyalty of the region is assured for the foreseeable future and will likely improve further in coming months, it seems that some of the Amevias are still actively working against you. Your actions surprised your Amevian peers. A suspiciously well-equipped raider was recently noticed in your corner of 6. Okay. So that's affecting, like, these places? Is anywhere hurting on loyalty right now? No, doesn't seem like it. Alright, this is done. How is our health? What is our access to the physicians? I'm also gonna try and get you up to 3225. Or 3325. Says it's going up nicely. Back up to 1.7. Health is getting close to 1.0 again. So I think that really helped. I don't know if it'll get as high as it was, but it's a start. Oh my gosh, I made you guys bakeries? Why? I didn't change it back to breweries? What the heck am I doing? I don't need those. Although it says we do. But I wanted to build breweries over here. We want room copier. with the breweries, please. And hopefully that'll start helping our drink servings. So we're only at 3%. Now this is going to use more pottery, which isn't necessarily good. It's going to use more coal, I believe. Yes. So we probably need to get another pottery shop down. Well, it's only at 35. Maybe a large guard post here would be nice. Because we don't have any guard post over in this area of the cities. And then maybe that'll be something good to put here as well. Let's get those in and hopefully that'll help with our law. Yeah, physician's up to 2.5 again. Access is at 54. Still says it's going up. Which is very nice to see. I think for now we're just gonna decorate this area a lot. Get a bunch of benches in there. Get some torches in there. Get some flowers. That might help our environment and services a bit. Spacing keeps going down, which worries me a bit. We still need to improve our army. Okay, we can go ahead and dismantle this now. And now, let's do the big... expansion of our warehouse. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Because now we're having foundation issues. This actually might not get us more crates the way I thought it would. That's 2 away. What if we do this? Okay. So we did a single here. And then we did 2 doubles. And then added supports. Okay, that fixes our supporting issue. I mean, how many more crates is that actually? I suppose we'll find out. Let's go ahead and get her built. Although... There we go. We want something like this. Alrighty, it's gonna show we basically have no food, but that's because we gotta get this built back up for storage. Ugh. Hopefully this holds us down with food for a while. Money is at 3.25 million, which is fantastic. How is our law doing now? Supposedly going down somehow. Need to get this done quickly. We're negative 16 on pots now. As we made these breweries. Now grain is running out once again. We could start looking at, oh, we don't have a noble. Bakeries is only 0.5. Grain is 1.41. I'm gonna switch that on over. Which might mean we need to make more bakeries, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, meat, fish, mushrooms. Nope. We need a bunch of veggies in here. We don't want it full. Like, this gave us about, like, what, 45 more crates? Let's see how this does for now. Raiders approaching. Approaching from where? For where? 90 soldiers. Do we need to raise the army? That's kind of what I'm hearing. Which I really don't want to do. I don't know if we really have a choice. We also need to be careful. We need to clear you so that you don't keep bringing in a ton of people when our troops get back. This is gonna kill our workforce for the moment. I also need you to have definitely not that many. Oh my gosh. I need you to have at least like 20 delivery men. Clay is getting absorbed. We also need livestock in here as well. They said 3 days the raiders will be here. Inner path to our capital. Whoa. Oh. To battle, men! Stop these raiders. Now, what does this count as? Because I don't see, like, Gideon on here. So is this just like a random event? Gideon Barbosa. Well, before we go ahead and engage, we are going to go ahead and end things here. Prepare for the raid. Hopefully we got our health situation fixed. Physicians is back up to 2.86. Hopefully we're making our people a little happier. We've expanded a little bit, expanded our farms, got another graveyard down, got some more breweries in, got another physician, expanded our storage for our food. So hopefully we're in a pretty good spot. We really need to start thinking about boosting our population soon and increasing our army size. I feel like food is in an okay position. We just really need to increase our PIVA. Production for the most part seems okay. There's a few things like pottery that we need to expand on. But that is kind of why we've built this wall, to kind of expand production this way. Maybe get some more housing in here so we can have housing surrounding our center. But all of that next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.